then you'd be like, that's pretty cool. But online, you're addicted to conflict, you're addicted to arguing, so you engage in window still intact. I've had several people comment rows of things as in, I'm surprised your window is not busted out, or if I saw said car and the person I was busted out, blah blah blah. The thing is about that is those
we have some major news right now that's being under-reported because the entire Trump... Oh, hi, how's it going? Sorry, guys. Oh, I did that. Good grief. Good thing I didn't come across any bad, really bad memes on Instagram, because that would have been embarrassing. Trust me, Instagram is a little bit interesting. Is my headset on? Yep, I'm watching some Ordinary Gamers. Okay. So this is my bridge, my causeway, and I think I have a new name for it. I call it Pollyann Causeway. Man, I'm watching videos of RFK getting his ass torn up by Congress. Man, screw him. I absolutely despise RFK. RFK is a little scoundrel. Again, remember, chat, I accept all walks of life on this channel. That's where I draw the line. I accept all creeds, colors, religions, faiths, and orientations. I draw a line at politicians, though. I mean, come on. The people that really make rules against us while breaking said rules. Hypocrites. But yeah, I despise RFK with a burning passion. Apparently I didn't know this, but RFK, which is... by the way, I get a lot of non-American viewers in this channel. If you guys don't know, in America here we have what's called the Department of Health and Human Services. You know, it's very simple. It's a government agency that helps keep people healthy. We elected a guy who drinks methylene blue, which goes in your fish tank, which is slowly killing him, who bathes in sewers, saws off the genitals of raccoons, literally chopped the head off a bear and tried to haul it back home, and had to abandon it. Didn't he also chop off a whale wiener? Oh, and also about to say, oh, but why is he so bad? He has no medical credentials. I think, controversial opinion, please do not cancel me. If you're going to be the head of the Department of Health and Human Services, you should be like top vetted doctor. You should have at least like 20 years of experience. You should know your shit. Simple as say, like, for example, again, like, let's say if you're hiring a rocket scientist for NASA, you're not going to pick up a random bloke off the street. No, you're going to have someone who's smart and who knows what the hell they're talking about. You know what I mean? But I really hope RFK gets fired. His damage that he has caused to this nation, including to the autism community, I would cheer for him to get fired. I hope it doesn't happen before June 30th, because at least if he gets fired after my birthday, I'll be able to drink to it. Again, I usually don't hope people get fired, but I want to watch all the cabinet members of this administration get fired dearly. I will literally cheer every time it happens. I cheered when it happened to Pam Bondi, and I cheered when it happened to Chrissy Nome. I enjoy it. Why do I enjoy it? And you could call me a sadist. I'll take it. I'll take it. Here's the thing. When you fire... And I don't care how petty this is. They got rid of my penny. They fired a ton of National Weather Service people that actually led to deaths. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And this administration is completely garbage when it comes to, like, science and autism. Oh, we're going to restore gold standard science, which just basically means climate denial. It means frickin', you know, saying, denying, quote unquote, you know, people that are transgender, saying gender ideology, which that is so cringe. Like, this is not Reddit. This is real life. Actually learn science. Again, you know your administration's shit when you're, quote-unquote, restoring gold standard science involves you basically, you know, just climate change denial. You know, the topic of discussion we've literally known for, like, what, 40 years? We literally have 40 plus years of solid proof. Oh, wait, actually, I'm wrong there. We have 40 years of that we've discussed climate change. We have hundreds of years of proof that it's happened. The Earth just warms up. It warms up every once in a while. Yes, you're right. The Earth does warm up every once in a while. But here's the thing. It's the rate. Imagine taking 68 degrees. Put your car to 68 degrees. Every single minute, make it go up a degree. Okay, now every single minute, make it go up 5 degrees. Yeah, does that feel really fun? Oh, but, like, what does it matter? What does 1 degree matter? Well, you, if anybody's listening to this, you are what is called a Homo sapiens. You're a human. Humans invented this thing called AC and heating and cooling. Right now, I can go upstairs to my house, and I could go change the temperature to whatever I want. I could have it be 60 degrees, chilly in here. I could have it be 80 degrees. I could have it be 70 degrees. Guess what? Animals don't get that. Animals do not get AC. And they are really, and I know, controversial opinion, there's this thing called evolution. I know. Really scary. Evolution exists. Shocker. But animals and creatures have evolved to a very specific temperature range. Even a degree off that is a lot for them. Now, well, why do we care about animals when humans exist? So, there's this thing called the food chain, right? So, at the bottom, you got your producers. You got things like cows and deer and sheep. No. You got your producers, right? You got your plants, fungi, algae, phytoplankton. Literally anything that obviously it's an exception with the fungi part, because a lot of fungi don't do photosynthesis, if I'm not wrong. But, so there's this thing called photosynthesis, right? You take water from the ground, carbon dioxide and oxygen from the air. and then you convert that into oxygen, or not oxygen, you don't get oxygen. You take carbon dioxide and water from the ground, and you convert it into ATP, which then the trees themselves use in a process known as cellular respiration, which is a process that literally every single living organism essentially does. And you got your, your primary consumers. And your primary consumers are like sheep, cow, and cattle and all that stuff. Then you got your secondary consumers, which are your predators that consume said primary consumers. And then you got your tertiary sometimes. So, like some environments have what's called tertiary consumers. For example, we have grass. Like let's say like Africa, we got grass, Saharan grass, right? Then it grows and it gets eaten by gazelle. That gazelle gets eaten by, let's say, that gazelle gets maybe. Actually, it's not really that. I don't think there's much tertiary. There is a tertiary. There's probably tertiary predators in some chains in Africa. Actually, let's use the ocean, right? Phytoplankton. Okay. Phytoplankton gets probably, filtered out by fish. One fish eats another, one fish eats another. Boom. That's a tertiary predator. Now, do you know what happens? Like, let's say, make a house of cards, right? The bottom part of the house of cards is the producers of said ecosystem. The top are the top predators, apex predators, things like lions or orcas, or in most cases, essentially to a certain degree, humans. I mean, if you count everything like guns, we are the top. But if you take away all of our technology, we're actually just really weak. We're bipedal. We can't run fast. We're not as strong as other animals. Like our primates are way stupidly stronger than us. But anyway, that's beyond the point. The point is, I kind of got off on a tangent. When you destroy a primary producer in an ecological cycle, you can actually see the collapse of an entire food chain. Take, for example, what was it? Back up in Alaska, and I did a study on this in my high school year. In Alaska, there are these kelp forests in the marine biology. Well, there were a bunch of otters that used to live in the kelp, but the otter population has been going down because, I mean, this is also like a parasite or like a, invasive species type thing. There's these things called the purple urchin. Urchin destroys, so it forces them out, and then the orcas that eat the otters, they can't survive, and they are forced out. So just those urchins, that is a complete destruction of an ecosystem right there. The producers of an ecosystem are extremely vital. Removing them would be detrimental. So climate change, again, not only affects, creatures and animals, it affects us. Plus, climate change causes shit tons of money damage. We're talking trillions of dollars of damage. So the best thing we can do, honestly, for our world is address it. Because not only does it kill people, but it causes a lot of damage in the economy. But dude, I'm watching HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testifies for Congress by C-SPAN, and it opens up with this guy basically gargling RFK from the back. Like, dude is just gargling RFK's nuts from the back. It's like, we're cutting waste, fraud, and abuse, and he's such a good, like, HHS, like, American people rely on him. No, you don't. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. This cabinet is the most, like, the cabinet and the leaders of this, you know, of the agencies of this administration are the most incompetent people I've ever seen. I mean, we literally watched 2 people get fired. That being Chrissy Noman and Pam Bondi. They are horrible at their jobs. I thought I was bad at my job. They are garbage. They're god awful. I could literally go and take their jobs, blindfold my ass, and put headphones on all the time, and I would do way better than them. Again, like I've been saying, I despise RFK because of the amount of damage he has done to the autism community. I of course, if you guys don't know, I'm autistic. I've proudly, you know, have announced that on my channel several times. I'm not one of those people that like does it for clout chasing. Like, I literally have a diagnosis. I was diagnosed roughly around what, 4? And if you even like sit down and observe my mannerisms, you could probably tell that I am 100% on the spectrum. But his claims about acetaminophen are bad. Not just bad, they're false. Literally, I watched the entire press sector, like the whole like debriefing of autism. But it was like, you know, Trump, Oz, Dr. Oz, and RFK, and a bunch of other losers there. They're like, oh well, the fact that autism is they're saying autism is not linked to vaccine rates because, you know, they're getting better at diagnosing it is completely false. No, it is completely true. The reason why autism rates and vaccine rates are going up at the exact same time is A, we are getting better vaccinations, and 2, we are getting better at diagnosing autism. I mean, autism, like, visibility has only essentially been around for like 30 years. 30 freaking years. Like, 30 years ago, we didn't know as much about autism as we did now. I mean, you could say about anything, but especially with, like, ASD. There's so much we have learned in the past 30 years. And to a point, like, we're getting acceptance into our communities. And it sucks that how his rhetoric, how this administration's rhetoric states it, it almost seems like they treat us, people like me, like, as a disease, someone that they don't want. Hello, viewer. And that is, dangerous. I mean, again, so if anybody is autistic out there and you think you're stupid because you're autistic, just look at RFK and you'll feel better. I mean, come on. If anybody's listening to this, you may have, and who is autistic, you may be autistic, but you didn't promote drinking raw milk. Raw milk. Raw freaking milk. I mean, my God. And plus, and I don't care how bad I sound, he sounds like he's got a strap on, you know what, a DILDO in his trachea. I don't like I stuck in my trachea. And listen, I don't like to make fun of people's speech impediments coming from the autism community, but when you harm my community and you just spread complete and utter bullshit pseudoscience, I could give 2 damns less. I had a guy come in my comments and ask, man, was your mother on acetaminophen? I almost responded to him, was yours on fentanyl? Because, bro, he thinks because I'm autistic, my mom was on acetaminophen. Like, my my god, do you realize how stupid that freaking bullshit pseudoscience stuff is? There are a lot of dumb people in this administration. It is ripe with stupidity. You know what's interesting about RFK? Every time he makes a camera appearance, he looks... he looks so ugly. He looks so bad that when I look at his face on the camera, it makes me think that the camera quality is garbage. And it's not. It's his face. I can't. Like, dude, every time he loads in on screen, I think my iPad is buffering or is playing in a... I'm not even kidding you, like playing in like 500p. Or what was it? What's that, resolution? Like, dude, I feel like it's playing at like 360p. It's playing at 10 freaking 80. You know you're so hideous when you make me think that my streaming quality on this video is so bad, but it's him. And I got another thing about RFK. Dude, he's a Kennedy. I'm pretty sure he's related to JFK. Isn't he? He is the nephew of former U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Oh my god, you're literally the nephew of literally one of the best presidents in the past, like, 100 years? And this is... Dude, you are not... This dude is not living up to his family's legacy. And this one guy was this Representative Tim Walberg from Michigan, called him, quote, honorable. Dude, how old is Tim Walberg? This guy's probably like 50 years old, maybe 80. My god, he's 75? You're freaking kidding me. Dude, retire. This guy is 75 and he's in oh my god. Like, dude, you're at the age where you get the keys taken away from you, my guy. Sir, Mr. Tim Walberg, we don't make wheat pennies anymore. We didn't make them ever since you were a toddler. This guy's so old, he probably does go back to the Mint and say, are we still striking wheat pennies? Like, no, buddy, we're on the shield penny. We don't make them bad boys anymore. old is RFK? The dude looks like Emperor Palpatine. He actually kind of does look like Emperor Palpatine. His skin looks like Emperor Palpatine. 72. This dude was born when wheat pennies were being struck. Dude, he is ancient. This dude is fossilizing. Like, bro, he is, like, he's like, Americans no longer paid. Oh, exactly. I want to see what. Americans pay no more than wealthy people in countries. Bitch, my freaking blood work costs us $2,000. 2,000. In this country to get blue light glasses, it costs $500. Like professional blue light glasses, $500 without insurance. Or I think actually no, with insurance. Dude, like this country, if you break your freaking leg, oh my god, you just lost your yearly salary. Ugh. By the way, I have a question. Have we cut drug prices by 1,600% yet? You know, we're gonna cut drug prices by a staggering 1,200%. Which would mean that they'd pay us, because that's called simple math. If you cut something by more than 100%, then that is... you're giving money, or you're getting money. God, I cannot imagine being RFK's relative just when Thanksgiving comes around and everybody's telling your story and you just hear his degrading voice. My God, I would have to go on freaking antidepressants. Ah. And my God, he said, quote, God, I have to go back and hear that bullshit. He said, quote, we're protecting children from, quote, sex-rejecting procedures. My God. Can we please just stop? Why does every one of these stupid politicians say, "Oh man, we're transing kids in schools, bro"? Bruh. Oh yes. We are... Oh, yes. The school is paying, somehow paying, let's say like a modern school, right? 200 students. Or let's say like 100 students a year. You're paying, and by the way, if I'm not wrong, I've heard that like a full transition would be about 100,000. So if you're doing that, you're paying $10 million a year to transition all the kids. Like, you're telling me that 100 students, right? $100,000 per transition, ish. You're telling me they get $10 million? Like, let's say if they were, quote, doing it. That's a school. There's millions, not millions, thousands of schools across the nation. And plus, you're not going to believe... It's not happening. If this was happening, the results would be obvious. My God. I do not get how people push that lie in 2026. Like, you know what's actually not funny though? Oops. They're like, oh man, we're gonna make America healthy again. Make America healthy again by deregulating all the corporations. That way they can pour so much toxic shit and slop into our rivers, air, and land, and poison us forever. Like, bro, here's the thing. Regulations suck. Like, diesel regulations suck. But I'm not gonna lie. I really prefer breathing clean, nice air, you know. I don't want to die from cancer about 5 years from now. Thank you very much. But that is really another thing, going back to that. That's so depressing that we keep pushing this lie of how schools are, quote, transing our kids. Like, dude. Okay, if this was happening, would you think there'd be so much more examples? And by the way, bottom transition surgery on kids is literally non-existent. It is extremely difficult to even find one case. One legitimate case. And these people think that, you know, you have to literally do bottom surgery to transition. No, it's essentially not just like that. Some people wear makeup, nail polish. Some people cut their hair. It ranges from person to person. And let's say they want to do that. Who cares? Let them live their life. You know, here's the thing. Do people in 2026 not know how to mind their business? Like, who cares how someone's living? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Who cares how they live? How does it affect you? Just leave. Like, leave them alone. But yeah. Like, we are so freaked out about a population that is so minuscule. Like, you're telling me we have homelessness, we have natural disasters, including the return of the fabled EF5 tornado. EF5s are back. We could get one any day. We don't know. We have flooding. We literally saw a giant storm system rip through the nation. Or at least the Midwest. Not even a week ago. And you want to worry about what is in someone's underwear? Piss off. There's so much better things to worry about. It's a waste of time to worry about someone else's business. If they spent so much time worrying about that stuff as they did to actual improving the life of the average American citizen, we'd be living in utopia. That's my chair, not my ass. God, it sounds so horrible. Dude, I love it. I'm watching RFK speak, and everybody in the background just let it in. Just look at everybody in the background. They are so tired. They are so depressed. This bitch in the corner, look at her. She doesn't even want to be here. She probably has kids she wants to go home to. She probably has to go mow her yard. Or, do whatever at home. And she has to listen to this freak. Dude, I would... Dude, I couldn't. That girl, that lady has patience. Oh my god. Representative Virginia Fox? Oh my god. How old is she? She's only 10. Oh my god. My god. You're kidding. You're kidding. Oh. Oh, Mike. Okay, for a second there, I'm like, Virginia Fox, like, oh, she looks sweet. Okay, so she opposes legal access to abortion. Voted against American Rescue Plan Act. Voted against an amendment by Congressman Ro Khanna seeking to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. Expressed opposition to Matthew Shepard and James Hate Crimes Prevention Act. Condemned the Supreme Court decision of Abergefell v. Hodges, which held that same-sex marriage bans violate the Constitution. My god. So not only is her policies absolute dog shit, she's 82! My god! Get out of Congress! Jesus Christ! She's 82! I'm sorry. How come? And by the way, I have no problem with old people. I love old people. Old people are sweet. But at that age, you retire, right? You go to a nursing home. I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but that's essentially what happens. She's in fucking Congress. Why? Why is she there? Retire. Leave. Get out. Dude, so not only do we have this guy who's like, what, like 70... What? Let's see, RFK, 72 years old. Virginia Fox, 82 years old. By the way, this is a very, very recent thing. Jesus, dude. Why? Why do we settle for shit like this? Like, I'm sorry. I do not... I have no dislike towards old people. Hey, hey, I don't have a problem with Bernie Sanders, because he's cool. He understands the assignment. He understands the assignment. Bernie Sanders is cool. But seriously, this person... Bro. Let's see. Vote number 189. Motion by Mr. McGovern to provide that immediately upon adoption of a resolution, the House shall consider H.R. 4405, the Bipartisan Epstein Files Transparency Act, introduced by Representative Khanna and Massey under a closed rule with 1 hour debate. Defeated 2-8. Chairman, Ms. Fox. Member votes. Let's see. I can find it. Mrs. Fox, nay. She voted against it! She voted against releasing the files. She's 82, she voted against releasing the files, she opposes gay rights, she opposes legal abortion, she basically does not care about healthcare, or people being happy, or, you know, releasing the files to the most convicted predator on the planet. Get her out of Congress. She does not deserve to be in Congress. We're starting to get it done. I'm gonna go for a night because I might want to play with my sister on Minecraft. Like again, like she looks sweet, but honestly, she's a demon. Ugh. My God.